Greek myths uncovered, epic stories of gods and heroes you've never heard. Welcome to a world where ancient myths come alive and the lines between legend and reality blur. Get ready to uncover the epic stories that shape civilizations and continue to inspire us today. What if gods lived among us, shaping our destinies with powers beyond imagination? What if mortals, armed only with courage, defied monsters, fate, and even the gods themselves? Welcome to the world of Greek mythology, a realm of epic tales, timeless lessons, and universal truths. In this video, we'll journey through the famous stories you know, like Zeus, Hercules, and the Trojan War, and uncover hidden gems like the tragic tale of Niobe. Together, we'll explore the breathtaking myths that illuminate the path of humanity itself. Let's embark on this awe-inspiring journey into a world where legend meets history. Our journey begins in ancient Greece, the birthplace of myth, philosophy, and democracy. Imagine sunlit temples on towering hills, seas sparkling with the wisdom of time, and storytellers weaving tales that echo through the ages. These myths were more than just stories. They were the lifeblood of Greek culture, explaining nature, teaching morality, and linking mortals to the divine. Picture Mount Olympus, where the gods watched over humanity, or the windswept plains of Troy, home to one of history's most famous conflicts. With the help of animated maps and stunning visuals, we'll bring this ancient world to life, each location a stage set for unforgettable tales of heroism and hubris. To understand Greek mythology, we must start with its most powerful figure, Zeus, the father of gods and men. His rise to power was anything but easy. Zeus overthrew his tyrannical father, Cronus, who devoured his children to prevent them from usurping him. But Zeus escaped, grew strong, and led his siblings in a victorious rebellion. From his golden throne on Mount Olympus, Zeus ruled the cosmos with his mighty thunderbolt. Yet for all his power, Zeus's stories often reveal his flaws: jealousy, infidelity, and a penchant for meddling in mortal affairs. He reminds us that even gods are not perfect, reflecting human nature in divine form. Next, we turn to Hercules, one of the most celebrated heroes of all time. His story is as legendary as his strength. Born out of Zeus's union with a mortal woman, Hercules became a hero tormented by the gods' whims. His defining journey? The 12 labors, seemingly impossible tasks assigned to atone for a terrible crime. He battled the Nemean lion, whose hide was impenetrable, captured the golden-horned hind of Artemis, and even ventured into the underworld to bring back Cerberus, the three-headed hound of Hades. Hercules' labors teach us that strength lies not just in muscle, but in endurance and resilience. Faced with extraordinary challenges, he reminds us that greatness is earned through perseverance, even in the face of divine trials. The Trojan War is one of the most famous stories in Greek mythology, a tale of love, betrayal, and war that spanned an entire decade. It began with the abduction of Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world, by Paris of Troy. What followed was an epic clash between the Greeks, led by heroes like Achilles and Odysseus, and the Trojans, defended by Hector. But the gods were far from silent observers. Athena guided Greek warriors while Apollo aided Troy. The turning point? The cunning Trojan horse, a deceptive masterpiece that led to Troy's downfall. This story speaks of strategy, betrayal, and the vast influence of the divine on mortal lives. Beyond these famous legends lies the heart of this video, the lesser-known myths. Let's start with Niobe, a mortal queen whose hubris brought her unimaginable sorrow. Niobe had everything: beauty, wealth, and a thriving family. Yet she mocked the goddess Leto for having only 2 children, Apollo and Artemis. Her arrogance provoked divine wrath, and in their anger, Leto's children avenged their mother. They struck down Niobe's many sons and daughters, leaving her to weep endlessly. Transformed into a stone, Niobe's tears continued to flow, becoming a stream. Niobe's story reminds us of the dangers of pride and the virtue of humility. It's a tale deeply tragic yet profoundly human. Another poignant myth is that of Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus was a gifted musician whose melodies could charm all who heard them. When his beloved wife Eurydice died tragically, his grief was overwhelming. His music softened the hearts of Hades and Persephone, who allowed Eurydice to return under one condition. Orpheus must not look back at her until they reached the surface. Overcome by doubt and longing, he turned too soon, and Eurydice vanished forever. This heartbreaking story speaks to love, loss, and the human tendency to question even in the face of trust. Arachne is another lesser-known character whose tale warns against arrogance. A mortal weaver whose skill surpassed all, she challenged the goddess Athena to a contest. Though Arachne's tapestry was undeniably flawless, her defiance of the divine led to her downfall. Athena, enraged by the insult, transformed Arachne into a spider, condemning her to weave forever. Her story, while tragic, is a timeless reminder to respect those greater than ourselves and to balance pride in one's skill with humility. The tale of Prometheus is one of rebellion and sacrifice. A titan who defied Zeus, Prometheus brought fire to humanity, a gift of progress and knowledge forbidden by the gods. His actions enraged Zeus, who punished Prometheus by chaining him to a rock, where an eagle devoured his liver daily, only for it to regenerate overnight. Symbolizing the pursuit of progress against oppression, Prometheus's story continues to inspire. It's a powerful reminder that knowledge, while precious, often comes at great cost. Greek mythology isn't just about gods and heroes. It's also home to terrifying monsters like the Chimera, a fire-breathing creature with the body of a lion, a goat's head on its back, and a serpent for a tail. Then there's the Minotaur, a half-man, half-bull imprisoned in the Great Labyrinth, and Scylla, a multi-headed sea monster that devoured sailors. These creatures not only tested the mettle of heroes but also symbolized humanity's deepest fears, the unknown, the uncontrollable, and the untamed forces of nature. No discussion of Greek myths is complete without mentioning fate. The Moirai, or Fates, were three sisters who controlled the destinies of gods and mortals alike. Clotho spun the thread of life, Lachesis measured it, and Atropos cut it at the appointed time. Their presence in Greek mythology underscores the inevitability of destiny, a theme that continues to resonate with modern audiences. The Greek concept of the afterlife is both fascinating and chilling. The underworld, ruled by Hades, was divided into sections such as the Elysian Fields for heroes and the sinful Tartarus. Rivers like the Styx and entities like Charon, the ferryman, played key roles in the journey of the dead. This vivid depiction of the afterlife reflects the Greek obsession with morality, justice, and the eternal consequences of one's earthly actions. Greek myths may be thousands of years old, but their impact has endured. They inspire modern storytellers, from Tolkien and Rick Riordan to Hollywood titans like Disney with its adaptation of Hercules. Themes of heroism, love, and the struggle between good and evil remain universal. In art, myths grace ancient pottery, Renaissance paintings, and contemporary design. Their lessons remind us of the timelessness of human experiences, love, loss, ambition, and resilience. Ultimately, Greek mythology serves as more than just entertainment. These stories explore the depths of human nature, from the heights of heroism to the tragedies of hubris. They teach us to strive for greatness yet remain humble, to trust in love yet recognize its fragility, and to challenge the impossible while respecting the forces greater than ourselves. We've shared stories of gods, heroes, and monsters, both celebrated and obscure. Now we want to hear from you. What's your favorite Greek myth? What lessons or inspirations have you drawn from it? Share your thoughts in the comments. As we conclude, remember that myths like these are found across cultures, connecting us to our shared humanity. If you've enjoyed this journey through Greek mythology, stay tuned. We'll explore similar stories from other ancient worlds in future videos. Until then, keep dreaming, discovering, and uncovering the legends that inspire us all.